Welcome to the downtown core of the world's most famous address. My name is Paul Lacroix. It would be easy to assume that the downtown core of the world's most famous address would be vibrant and teeming with culture. Yet for over a quarter of a century, our downtown has been in a state of disarray, primarily forgotten and neglected. Myself, along with co-producer Todd Van Eyck, armed with a video camera and a significant amount of passion and determination, have embarked on the difficult yet adventurous journey of attempting to find out what happened to our once vibrant downtown. We set out to speak to as many locals as possible about their thoughts on their downtown. We also traveled all over southern Ontario to places like London, Burlington, St. Jacobs, Stratford, and Collingwood to find out how they revitalized and maintained their downtown as the heart and soul of their community. Our hope is that by the end of our 6-episode series, you will not only realize that revitalizing our downtown is possible, but also that a vibrant and healthy downtown benefits everyone who calls our world-famous city their home.
It's our downtown, a place to be inspired all the time. It's our downtown, a place to be inspired all the time. It's our downtown, our downtown.
I think our city is really geared toward tourism and not the people that actually live here.
People walk around in the city and they have nowhere to go. They don't have an actual downtown, so they don't have a sense of community.
The city feels like it's a place that's not built for the people that live here.
I don't think anything happens positively in the community without everybody working together to make it happen.
One of the most popular cities in the world. It's like going to Rome and you see a big, you won't see this in Rome or Paris or anything like that.
Anyways, it needs culture. A city dies without culture.
There's not a real place for the people of the city, you know?
You know what? It's, to be honest, I think it's a little run down. It seems like no one's taking care of it.
How nice it would be to have that same sort of feeling that you feel when you drive through a small town in upper Ontario where you know, sort of everybody's out and about and you got a couple funky shops and, you know, you still have the banks and everything, but there's people on the street, you know what I mean, walking on the street.
St. Jacobs is one of Canada's premier tourism success stories. This quaint community is truly one of a kind. It is a busy tourist attraction that still manages to be completely relaxing. With one of the largest Mennonite communities in Ontario, the retailers have managed to maintain the old country feel that draws thousands of people each week.
Well, people come to St. Jacobs probably mostly to escape the city, to escape all the busy craziness.
It's growing, very much so, for the arts-wise. They play several plays throughout the year.
The sense of community is great. Everybody, I think, pulls together. I don't know if you've ever experienced, now I don't come from the Mennonite culture, but experienced one of their barn raisings, you know, where they actually all get together, and they still do that.
A lot of people come here to see the homemade stuff. It's very unique. A lot of people say it reminds them of their childhood or their grandmother's, like when they go to their grandmother's house, or it really brings back, you know, the old culture and mixes it with the new, and it's very unique here. Very unique.
Toast to his gracious host and the blessing of good company.
For our generation, we have no place to go. The movies, maybe the mall to go shopping, and now we have nowhere to stay. We have nowhere to hang out at night or during the day, maybe have a cup of tea or stuff. We have nowhere to go.
Now kids don't have a place to hang out. Young adults don't have a place to hang out. The older generation don't really care. And frankly, you don't have a reason to care. That's changing, slowly.
So what we want is we want this downtown to be an area where everyone can hang out and have a good time, have fun.
It takes everyone to build this city back to what it used to be. For example, I think the politician, which is the government sector, can do a lot of things to help the city.
It is run down and stuff, but there should be people out here trying to fix it up. It's definitely a great place. They have a lot of buildings, as you can see, to work with.
Again, this is not a big mystery. This is not an overwhelming obstacle to overcome. It's been done many times before. Niagara Falls seems to be sort of, you know, the sore thumb, if you will. It sticks out as being one of those cities that just don't get it. And I'm sort of trying to find out why the city doesn't get it.
Burlington, Ontario is one of Canada's fastest growing populations. The downtown waterfront park, a 15.7-acre regional park, is uniquely located on Lake Ontario and has direct connections to the downtown, the Burlington Arts Centre, and the Burlington Beach. The park is a source of pride for Burlington residents and is considered Burlington's premier festival and events park.
Just what it has to offer, the different shops and restaurants and coffee, and all the special events during the summer, which there's usually a street dance and the Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music Festival is really great in the summer. There's also really good bars downtown. It's really safe.
Sound of Music Festival, always, yeah.
Summer, Sound of Music Festival, just down on the lake. The Festival of Lights is nice in the winter.
It looks nice. We have a lot of festivals and stuff too, like the Sound of Music Festival. That's pretty big. I guess you get a nice, I don't know, you feel safe.
Oh, definitely the Sound of Music Festival in the late May and Rib Fest at the late August. But it's always just nice to come down here and walk along the beach. It's really pleasant, clean, fun to be here with some friends and hang out.
I think they're trying very hard. We're always getting notices as to what's coming up and what's happening and the events. So I think they really, you know, put it out there to get everybody involved.
Burlington's very well organized in everything they do, so I like it.
It's a place to go, you know what I mean? And it's something besides the mall.
I think it's great. I mean, a lot of money has gone into it. Certainly makes the downtown look a lot nicer. And there's lots of good shopping too. There's a lot of good stores, a lot of places, like good places to get clothes.
I like the buildings. I like how they're kind of older looking. I like the feeling. I like all the little shops.
It's the architecture as well. A lot of old Burlington, these buildings have, you know, date back to the 1850s.
There's a lot of little family stores still, like not the big bargain shops haven't taken over. There's Lugano's Pizza. It's really clean, and the community just tries to keep the place clean together. Like, it's a really homey place. It feels really kind of nice, and you feel safe here.
It can really only be done through arts and culture. That's all that there is, right? Otherwise, what else is there? You have this collection of people, and what gives it substance is the arts and culture environment, I guess.
Totally make it your own. Like, it's what you make it. So if you try and you help others try to make it good, it's going to be great. If you want to make it good, it's going to be awesome. Like, Burlington is totally all about getting the community together. If you guys try that, it'll be awesome. You just have to work at it. It takes time.
You know, stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of the battle, and at the end of the day, I think we're going to win the war, and it's going to be a great place in a year or two from now.
Hey, there's the boys.
I think the biggest challenge in running these festivals and events is getting the community buy-in. You need a tremendous amount of support from the local business, volunteers, the city, the Niagara Falls tourism. You need everyone on board as a team to pull each one of these events off. And I think that in the last 6 months, we've done a really good job telling our story and what we want to do. And it seems like everybody is supportive of the festivals and the events, and more importantly, of what we want to do downtown, create new business, stimulate the local economy.
January 14th, and it's a nice day, so we decided to pick up all the gear for the Sports Fest event. We got enough equipment in here to do 200, 303 basketball teams. In the back, we got our volleyball gear, and we're loading it all in for this summer for the Ticket Downtown Sports Fest.
The food festival, it's a great event that, culinary, we have more restaurants and chefs right here locally than anywhere else in Canada. And, we're not going to go get the celebrity chef that's on TV. We've got great talent right here in the Niagara region. We want to showcase that. We got great chefs, we got great wineries, and the service staff is the best in Niagara Falls. When you come here, you feel welcome, and we need to take pride in our hospitality industry down here. I'm from Collingwood, Ontario, and the biggest Elvis festival in the world, and I saw the economic impact of that event, how it grew from a small event at a hotel in Collingwood. It has grown to multiple venues all across Collingwood in different cities, and it's a huge, major event. One of the things different from us is where our location is. We have the casinos, we have the accommodations, the hotel, and other tourist demand generators. The word's already out there, and these daredevils and these people have already been emailing me saying they want to be part of it. But really what the event is more about buskers and, our unique history in Niagara Falls, about how this community was started, about, the Annie Taylors that went over the falls and things like that. And, we've got a really unique history, and no one else in Canada or even North America has that history, and I think it's an opportunity to do a signature event for Niagara Falls and Ontario. Right here and in the downtown. There's a real cool story of what's happening in the downtown, and everyone's struggling, and everyone's trying to make a living and make this thing happen, and a place for the locals to hang out. And I'm just glad that the festivals and events and myself and we can be part of it.
It's our downtown.